What's good with y'all? It's Thomas Butler-Guerrero here. Make sure you subscribe to my page before you watch another second of this video. Go follow me on IG at official.tbg or reverse the name on Twitter at tbgofficial. At the end of this video, make sure you go to the App Store and download the new app Sports Me for a chance to speak your mind and have your voice heard in live battles against other sport analysts from across the world. Join our team and have your voice be heard. So the NBA playoffs begin today, and I want to be the first one to tell you that the Golden State Warriors couldn't have asked for a better seeding. They get the same Spurs team in the first round that they saw in the Western Conference Finals last year, and they're still without Kawhi Leonard. Remember, they swept this team last year, but I by any means will not disrespect the name of Greg Popovich, the greatest coach the NBA has ever seen. He never had more than 2 All-Stars on his team, and he's brought San Antonio 5 titles.
Oh, I completely agree.
Yeah.
I'm giving him 5 just out of respect for Pop.
Houston has the Timberwolves in the first round. Jimmy Butler is a top 3 shooting guard in the league.
Oh, easy.
He's a better defender than DeRozan and James Harden, who are the shooting guards that I would put above him because they're having better years. Jimmy Butler was the 8th seed with the Bulls last year and took the Celtics to 6. This Houston team is a completely different team than the Boston team.
Houston's loaded.
Than the Boston team that Jimmy Butler had to face last year. But let's be serious. The best 2 players on the Bulls last year, other than Jimmy Butler, were Rajon Rondo
and
Robin Lopez. And you can even say Dwayne Wade. Let's be serious. Now you have Karl Anthony Towns and Andrew Wiggins. The first time they made it into the playoffs since 2004. 2004 doesn't even seem that damn long ago, bro. I was only 7.
It was 14 years ago, dude.
I was only 7, bro.
I was 8.
Golden State is going to have to face a Portland Blazers or New Orleans Pelicans team that's probably going to go to Game 7 anyway.
Without, hypothetically, let's say Pelicans come through without DeMarcus Cousins. Although they got playoff Rondo now.
I think Rajon Rondo and Drew Holiday are going to tee up for the first couple games, but Portland's a tough place to play. So if you're looking at the top 2 players in the league, you got LeBron and Kevin Durant. I don't care where you put them, that's 1-2. You're looking at the top 2 point guards in the league, you got Stephen, Russell Westbrook. That's 1-2. I don't care where you put them. In my opinion, Russell Westbrook is more athletic, like LeBron is more athletic to Kevin Durant, but Stephen Curry is more efficient in basketball than Russell Westbrook, like Kevin Durant is more efficient than LeBron James. That's just my opinion. Well, with the third pick, you have John Wall, Chris Paul, Damian Lillard, and Kyrie Irving. A lot of people think that Kyrie Irving is better than Damian Lillard. They play a lot alike. And in my opinion, what does Kyrie do better than Damian Lillard? Let's be serious.
He's got better handles.
Better handles. Is he a better scorer? No.
Who's better in the clutch?
Yikes.
They both are
Dame time.
Stupid good
Dame
in
time.
the clutch.
Dame time. I mean, Kyrie hit the shot, but he's been in the finals,
Yeah.
Can you imagine if you gave LeBron Damian Lillard?
That's what. Remember when they played in Portland? It's like LeBron said, "You give me Damian Lillard, and I'll show you how to work."
John Wall and Chris Paul are a different breed type of point guards. Damian Lillard scores more than Kyrie Irving. He rebounds. He actually passes the ball. He gives more assists. And with the injuries to Curry and Kyrie Irving, you can't say that he didn't have the best season for a point guard other than Russell Westbrook.
Westbrook had a triple-double. I'll put Westbrook 1, D-Lil 2.
You don't think Damian Lillard is ready to play? Honestly, I have Portland winning this in 7 games.
D-Lil's from Oakland. You don't think he's not going to get up for that?
Lit!
You know what I'm saying?
I like Portland in 7 because I don't think Anthony Davis is going to be able to get it done. With DeMarcus Cousins, this isn't a series.
People forget how good of a year he was having. He was playing better than Anthony Davis.
He's the best center in the league. By far, it's not even close. 2-3 is Joel Embiid and Karl Anthony Towns. I don't care where you have him. Karl Anthony Towns might be
second. Let me tell you that.
Towns might be a better player, but he's not a better center. Joel Embiid is a far more superior and dominant center than Karl Anthony Towns is. Towns is really a 4, but he could be a better player because Joel Embiid can stay on the floor. So Donovan Mitchell really believes he's the rookie of the year. Okay, what's up? You got Russell Westbrook in the first round.
Damn. That's tough, dude. That's tough.
A determined Russell Westbrook. And Carmelo Anthony hasn't been to the playoffs in 5 years. Carmelo Anthony, you have no excuse now. Paul George, you have help. Like you kept requesting that you wanted in Indiana. Victor Oladipo had the same help that you had and is a higher seed than you were. So what help did you really need? You have no excuses right now. You have the Utah Jazz in the first round, probably the least experienced team in the Western Conference in the playoffs. Paul George may never return. Melo is having the worst season of his career and hasn't been to the playoffs in 5 years. Remember they used to compare him to LeBron? They used to compare Carmelo Anthony to LeBron. He hasn't been to the playoffs in 5 years. LeBron's been to 7 consecutive finals.
I remember as a Bulls fan, it was a huge rumor a couple years ago when the Bulls were still at the core with Joakim and D Rose.
I wanted Melo. I wanted him.
And I did too. But thank God we didn't.
Bro, so New York really wanted to get Derrick Rose and Carmelo together. They're like 5 years too late. 2011. Come on, it's 2018. Let's remember this, guys. 2011, I was a freshman in high school. OKC acquired 2 borderline Hall of Famers this year and improved 2 games from last year.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
I didn't know that stat.
Yeah, they won 46 games and were the 6th seed last year. They were in the 7th seed this year until the final game in the year. So Portland and Golden State.
Golden State.
Yeah, Golden State's gonna win that in 5 games. So so in the first round you're playing a hurt San Antonio team, and then you're gonna have to play possibly a Pelicans or Blazers team that is gonna go to 7 anyway. Golden State's gonna be fully healthy for the finals. They're gonna beat Portland in 5, and they're gonna be ready for Houston or OKC.
They're just that good.
They won't have home court advantage against Houston, but honestly, I don't think Houston's getting it to 7. You know, I don't think they're gonna need that.
Yeah, I think it is going 7.
You think so? I wanted to see go 7. I want to see KD turn up at away game. James Harden has the toughest road to the guarded by Jimmy Butler in the first round,
and Paul George in the second round.
Paul George in the second round, Klay Thompson in the Western Conference Finals, and LeBron if they see the finals, they're seeing LeBron. What?
If he wins it all this year,
wow. Jimmy Butler, Paul George, Klay Thompson, LeBron.
There's just no way.
No way. In the Eastern Conference, in my opinion, the Philadelphia 76ers have the best opportunity to reach the NBA Finals this year. To be honest, Dwayne Wade might really have one more game left in him, but I hope I'm wrong, honestly. I want to see him come back next year. I want to see LeBron go to the winners of the Philly-Miami series, honestly. That's his destination for next year. I want to see LeBron go to either Philly or Miami.
6.
Okay, so Milwaukee lucked out, even get this catastrophically injured, damaged, and wounded Boston Celtics team. But Brad Stevens is the best coach in the Eastern Conference, and Milwaukee is awful. They almost missed the Eastern Conference playoffs in the East. You have Giannis. He's the second best player in the Eastern Conference. Milwaukee might win the series, but even then, I guarantee Brad Stevens, even without Kyrie and Gordon Hayward, takes this to 6 games. At the beginning of the year, I had Milwaukee as the dark horse in the Eastern Conference, but this is the thing. I just said that Brad Stevens takes us to 6 games. If Giannis chokes in this first round and they have to go to Boston TD Garden for Game 7, it's the coldest arena in the NBA.
That way. My bitch too foreign in the visa. I don't need her. Pull a drop top with an eater. 2-seater. New bitch wanna fuck in my AP. New freezer. I woke up thinking about bands. Hop over jet to a check when I land.
All last year I was preaching that John Wall was a better point guard than Kyrie Irving because he gets 10 assists a game and he is the best two-way point guard in the NBA. Now I stopped and halted all those talks after they lost to Boston in Game 7. I want to say that you're a top 3 point guard, John Wall. I believe you can be. It's just that you have Toronto in the first round. You and Bradley Beal have the chance against Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan. They're not going to win. Toronto in 5, honestly.
Yeah. They might even get swept.
Yeah, this Washington team is awful.
Yeah. Dude, they lost to the Bulls, who were mid-tank. By 24.
As much respect as I have for LeBron James, I also want to have for this year's most improved player, Victor Oladipo. This man ain't no buster, you feel me? In Indiana, they might win 1, they might even win 2, so I think this series goes to 5 or 6. It's LeBron.
It's LeBron.
So Indiana's not going to win.
I'm going to say a generous 5 games.
So Toronto has Cleveland in the second round, and I guarantee Toronto takes them to 7.
And a losing effort.
So Toronto would get home court in Game 7, but LeBron's not going. I have a Cleveland at 7.
I agree.
The Sixers are probably going to sweep the Bucks. I'll give them 5, maybe. They'll sweep them, honestly. This Milwaukee Bucks team is so awful. And it's only because, Milwaukee, like I said, they were the dark horse at the beginning of the year. But once they fired Jason Kidd, I don't care if him and Giannis were not agreeing and not getting along. You can't fire your head coach and expect to compete. This was their year. This was Milwaukee's year. If I'm saying that the Sixers have a chance against Cleveland, this was Milwaukee's year to actually do something in the Eastern Conference Finals. In the second round matchup between Philadelphia and Milwaukee, I have Philadelphia in 5 games. So in the Eastern Conference Finals, I believe this is just Philly's year for sports. I believe this series is the second or third most anticipated series in the entire NBA playoffs. Besides Houston, Golden State, and Golden State OKC. The 76ers have what it takes to make it to the NBA Finals this year in 7 games. You know why? Because they got that home court advantage. Ben Simmons is that dog. Remember, Malcolm Brogdon won Rookie of the Year last year.
Should have went to Embiid. Honestly,
Embiid should have won if he wouldn't have paid 30 years.
Yeah, played 35 games, but he averaged 25 and 12.
And Brogdon won Rookie of the Year. Ben Simmons would have won last year. Ben Simmons should win this year. Who do you got? Philadelphia, Cleveland. Eastern Conference Finals.
So I gotta go with LeBron.
And I understand that. I want to see this series go 7, and I want to see Philadelphia win. Because I want to see LeBron go to Philly next year.
I don't think LeBron's going west because he doesn't want to play in the West.
Let's be real. If Philadelphia actually beats Cleveland this year, they're getting swept by Golden State. Like, let's be real.
They would have gotten there.
Just like 2 years ago, when Kevin Durant in OKC lost to Golden State in the Western Conference Finals, I believe LeBron's going to choke. LeBron's going to choke in Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals, and he's going to have to go to Philadelphia for Game 7 and not get it done. Philadelphia is going to the finals this year and is getting swept by the Golden State Warriors. They're winning back-to-back, and LeBron is going to end up probably in Philadelphia doing the exact same thing that Kevin Durant did 2 years ago. So yeah, that's my final take. Golden State's winning back-to-back. Kevin Durant or Steph Curry will win Finals MVP in 4 games against Philadelphia, and even if Cleveland makes it, they'll win it in 5. Like I said at the beginning of the video, make sure to go to the App Store and download the new app SportsMe. Have a chance to have your voice heard around the world and join our team. Thank you so much, UD, for all the support. I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan, even though I'm wearing a Stephon Diggs jersey. He just did his thing in the playoffs last year. You know, that was one of the most incredible moments. This is just my number. This is my birth date. What's good with y'all? It's Flex TV here, and God bless to every single one of you.
Reach into the choir. Amen.
I got it, and I can out-rap my opponents. I get the handoff and fumble at me. I get it and Alvin come over it. Simple city niggas wild with me, so you out of town niggas humble at me. Gassing on me, and I less sweet. The homies is homonyms out in these streets.